Yeah, I'm waiting on for the feed.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because
Hold on, let me check.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah, good
You
feed.
good? I'm good. I'm good.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First of all, we want to give all praise and honor to the east, to Yahweh,
Power.
Hashem,
Awesome.
Ah, shot. Ah, shim.
Double honors to the apostle elder, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the brothers and there pushing the truth. All right, brothers, we back out it again. The Israelites, we back at it again on the highways and the hedges, prophesying. And we at that point now where it's clear and obvious what we've been saying from our apostles and elders on down is true. Okay, you have the cruel Lord, so-called Donald J. Trump. He's rolling on these cities, man. He's sending the National Guard. All right, he's sending the National Guard for you so-called black people, right? He's sending the National Guard for you so-called black people, African Americans, and he's sending ICE, okay, to you so-called Latinos. And then all under the disguise of we need to make America great again. And when was America great? When you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans were under the so-called white man, right? Trump called it the golden age. And the golden age is the Edomite getting back into power, okay? And what proves that? Well, now you have the Department. They're going back to the Department of War. Okay, World War I, World War II, it was called the Department of War. Since the inception of America, it was called the Department of War. They changed it after World War II, the Department of Defense. Now they came out and said, hey, look, we ain't doing that defense shit no more. We're coming to attack our enemies. We're coming to kill our enemies. Okay, with ferocity, fierceness. Okay, and whatever war we choose, or whatever war comes to us, we're gonna win it. That's the pride of the Edomite. Okay, so we definitely in that time, we definitely in that season where all the prophecies are getting ready to come to pass. The digital ID, okay, you have a government shutdown. We still in the government shutdown, right? We still in there. Yeah. Federal workers are not getting paid. Over 700,000 federal workers are not getting paid right now. Okay, it could be more than that. And the longer it goes on, the more the people are going to, more seditious the people are going to become. You have the right and the left. So you have civil war. Okay, racial tension. Okay, you have the Captain Kirk that just got shot. He's so mad about that. So you got all these different psyops going on simultaneously. Meanwhile, NATO getting ready to implement Article 5. Okay, Russia is so-called encroaching on Poland, on the Baltic states. Okay, and Trump, they just came out there, look, we getting ready, we preparing for war. So can you get that?
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at the top. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yeah, brethren. Speaking about those that are in the know, the initiated. Okay, another word for the elect. Okay, those that understand this speech. Okay, this instrument that we're playing, the song that we're playing, you're dancing to that song. Okay, you're mourning with us. All right, your mind is geared towards the end. That's what you meditate on. That your entertainment is watching the videos. Your entertainment is reading, going into prophecy. All right, doing videos. Okay, yeah, you probably every once in a while, watching sports. Step out maybe once or twice. But that's not the end all be all. Our mind is geared towards what's getting ready to happen. So we don't even need to talk to each other about this. We already know that this is coming. Nevertheless, the Lord has us keep reinforcing it. Okay, really is a show of power, because when it happens, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do to turn back the clock of time to try to get right. The word has already gone out. All right, go ahead.
Verse 2 in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, for yourselves know perfectly.
You know perfectly. Go ahead.
That the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right, it's going to come as a thief in the night. 3 o'clock in the morning where you're in your boxers, you're in your covers with your woman, your children are put to sleep, you tuck them in. The house is quiet, all the lights are turned off. All right, you don't hear nothing outside. Everything is quiet. It's another day. It's another night. You know, business as usual. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I'm gonna put on my, I'm gonna get my coffee, my eggs, and my bacon, and my toast, and I'm gonna drink my coffee, get ready, kiss the children goodbye to go to work. But then a thief comes.
God bless y'all brothers.
Okay, a thief comes, and he's standing open. All right, you're in your most vulnerable state. So that's how Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back with a little image called Christ. He's getting ready to come back at your most vulnerable state. Okay, when you're already, can you get somebody get Luke 12:49? He's coming back at the height of the height of tension, the height of chaos on earth. Here it is. It's in the scripture where I believe it's Amos, where you right in a certain bit you escaped the lion, you escaped the bear, then you got into the house, which is symbolic of safety, a covering, and you leave your hand upon a wall in a serpent bit, meaning you're gonna be people down there that's gonna escape famine, they're gonna escape the marauders. All right, they're going to escape the troops. They're going to escape the disease. Okay, they're going to be in these 50 million cities. All right, the scriptures also say how there's going to be buying and selling, how they shall be given in marriage, right? That's it. It's going to be as in the days of Noah. There's going to be certain places in the United States that's going to have some type of some type of stability. They show you that in that movie called Civil War. Remember that one scene where they go into that one city and it's like there was a store open. You can walk in, right? You can walk in and buy stuff, but there was people on top of the roofs making sure everything was good. So there was people that you know watching, making sure this piece of America stays the same. There's still some level of sanity here. But then outside of that, there's nothing but chaos. So that's how it's going to be when the shit go down. There's going to be certain cities you don't want to enter into, certain cities you can't get out of. Other places where people are going to be living normal. Drinking coffees, lattes, nightclubs, right? But then other places where it's going to be all out chaos. All right? But Luke 12 and 49.
This is Luke 12. 49. I am come to send fire on the earth.
And we know ultimately the fire is what's getting ready to cleanse this place. At the end of the day, fire is coming. Right? Peter spoke about that. What manner of man should you be in all holiness and godly conversations? And seeing that these things are going to be dissolved. So we know ultimately that fire is coming to burn this bitch up and to take down all our enemies. Okay? And Yahweh Shai is coming with that ultimate fire, that ultimate purging. So Yahweh Shai saying, I've come to send fire on the earth. Go ahead.
And what will I if it be already kindled?
And kindling is to get something started. To kindle the love, is to kindle the romance. Like you put the petals, the rose petals at the front door. You know, the woman comes in. She's like, oh wow, it's getting a little aroused. And you got the essential oils going. And then that it starts to arouse things up. Does you see the bath? And, it starts to arouse. You put her in the mood. So here it is. Yahweh Shai is coming to send fire, but he's saying, "What will I if it already be kindled? If it's already been started?" Yeah. That's the kindling.
That's the kindling. Because you put this one type of light
And then it comes into a wildfire.
Yeah.
Okay. And Yahweh Shai is actually coming to send concentrated fire. He's going to concentrate the fire in particular parts of the earth. Okay, he's going to be hitting these different bases, these military bases. Or he's going to be shooting these people down here on the earth. Or like world to world, which he took it right out of the scriptures. And we're speaking these things out of the book, and the people are like, these niggas again. They fear mongering. Well, like, goddamn, we at the height of war. We're at the height of chaos. Right? But there's still some level of peace here in America. But see, that's what's deceptive. Because we just read in 1 Thessalonians that the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. And we read in Luke how he's going to come with fire, but what if the fire is already kindled? Meaning these nations are going to lock arms. They're going to headbutt each other. Our alliances are already being established. We have military troops already being moved to different regions of the earth. Like the whole thing with Venezuela, that is a strategic, military positioning because they don't want to get flanked. You can't allow that area, that large area, for the Chinese, the Russians to come in to supply your enemies. And now you have war at your border. So they're of course they're coming out on Jake, but and they want the resources too. But they're already military positioning the troops in those areas. Okay, here in Memphis, they already know this shit's gonna go crazy. So they're already sending troops under the excuse that it's crime. Crime is too wild. But they already know that there's going to be sedition amongst the people. They got to already have the military force and the well-trained soldiers, like Trump just said, right? He said we should use these American cities as training grounds for our military. He already said it. So they're already telling you what they're getting ready to do, what's getting ready to happen.
They got the okay, you know what I'm saying, to put you down.
The Lord gave him the okay. The Lord gave Esau the sword to do what? Get Ezekiel 21.
That's it here.
But we'll read that. We'll go to.
We were talking earlier, Hebrews 13, he burned up the sword of the
That's it. That's it.
So when he comes down with the bad, he can be playing.
Because really, who is actually controlling Esau? Right? Psalm 17 and 13. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So who's really in control? Okay, it's Esau that's really in control. When those troops come in, the Lord sanctioned them to come into these particular areas and take down particular jakes. All right, and if you don't have that exemption of judgment, you're gonna meet that judgment. Okay, but we'll finish First Thessalonians, and I want to get Ezekiel. Yep.
So this is back in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Read verse 2 again. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety.
When they shall say peace and safety. All right, and that's what it's about. Because as a government, we do not want your population to panic. If the people actually knew why they brought in all those generals, they flew all those generals from all around the world, okay? They flew all those generals around the world to have a meeting, to have a briefing. Estimate cost $100 million to bring everybody in, house them and feed them, okay? There was backroom meetings that were being called. That was out for the public to see. If the people only knew why that was happening. Meanwhile, you have the Department of War, the Secretary of War saying, hey, look, we're no longer in the time of defense. We're in a time of war, okay? And then they equate the same things that's happening now, the revision of the military, the same thing happened in World War I and World War II. Right before it happened, there was a big division of the military, prepping the troops. So how do you not see that?
You can't tell me they don't line up with Revelation 12 and 12. They can't tell me they don't line up with Jeremiah 30 and 7. Why do you think that when you go to Daniel 12 and 1, it said that it's going to be a time like never before that he's going to have to send down the archangel. Right. What time is it going to be? You know, nobody said you can't be ignorant. All right? Then we know through the spirit and power you have us in ourselves by giving up the outside that we see what this place heading to. And it head to what destruction.
It's on the highway to hell.
It's circling the pain.
That's it.
Everything that's happening in this society is lining up with what? Prophecy.
And you have as it says in Ecclesiastes, the keepers of the house. The economists, they're out there, they're telling you. They ain't hiding it. They're like, hey, look, it's done. It's fucking done. America cannot sustain itself. Okay? And this is why they're bringing in that reset.
Yeah.
There's going to be a reset. Right? They call it the Great Reset. We in the Great Reset. They're about to reset everything. They're about to reset all the financial markets. They're resetting the military. They're resetting the positioning of the citizens in America. What you can, what you can't have. They're resetting the money system.
Everything the CBDC.
Okay, and they're reestablishing the American and Western hegemony. Because all these nations, they started to, well, the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong. They're starting to puff back at America. They're starting to move away from the country value. We're starting to move away from American hegemony.
Then, and then on top of that, they separate themselves from the Babylon money system, but it's still, when they set up their currency, what is involved in technology.
But
You see, China, you know, you got the BRICS nation. So that shit tied in, you know what I'm saying, with digital currency. All right, Babylon the Great, they tied into digital currency.
and who funded? Why did China go digital? Who propped up China? Who made China a great nation that it is right now? Okay, America started with the British. The British are really behind. The British are behind a lot of things. Going back to the red shield people, are them little hats, the tiny cops, the tiny cops. Because you got a lot of people saying little, so-called small hats now. The JJs, okay, they're the ones that set all this up. And meanwhile, while they're actually crashing all these economies, they're making the civil population in uproars. You ever say uproars of the people, 2nd and the 9th chapter, right? Meanwhile, they're giving them a so-called way out, digital system. But that digital system is their way in. Now they can control every fucking thing. Okay?
It's set. We didn't say the China, we didn't say Moab gonna call all both sides and just get control. You know, he didn't say that, right? No, it's about Esau.
The beast.
The beast. All right? They're going to cause it all both sides and just get control. The seed of the rock. Let me know it's speaking about Esau.
And all the nations are they're in line with Esau. Well, Jeremiah 51. Babylon has been the golden cup of the Lord's hand, which made all the earth drunken.
And what happened?
They got mad.
Yeah.
You got it?
They got mad.
That's it. You know, they got mad because Babylon's birthday ass was a whore. She was looking good, you know, cheap.
Where is the school and brother?
Yeah. And
Not a good guy.
you laid down that hoe, and you caught a fucking incurable disease. And everybody around you like, man, this bitch for me too. And now they conspiring with each other. Obadiah the first chapter, Obadiah only one chapter. You know, all those that were in confederacy with me, have received me and watched me with the water. Those that were at peace with me, right? So these nations that you once slept with and gave aid to, behind the scenes, they're doing deals to come against you. Even NATO, the EU. All right, the beast shall hate the whore. Yep, they're gonna burn it with fire.
Exactly. That's what really set up. Isaiah 34. You go to Joel, the 2nd chapter. The Lord is building it up. All right, he's stirring, he's mustering the battle. All right, he's putting in the nation mind. All right, to hate of what? Hate of mind.
And if you would not imagine, see, America has all that power, but they have a very large, powerful allies. Okay? NATO, right? NATO and the EU basically, which a lot of EU nations are NATO nations. Basically these Edomite nations. Right? But what happens when those nations turn against America?
You got Turkey.
Yep. Yeah, Turkey is siding with Russia.
Yeah, Turkey is like, you can say part of the big nation, but they on the list. You know, the Turkey part of it really NATO.
Turkey's part of NATO, and Turkey has the biggest standing army of NATO.
But they bump heads with us. So what you know, the Lord, when he messed them down, he set it up.
And people are going to bug out when that reality comes to pass. Because nobody is speaking about that reality, only the prophets. Okay, so you can go back there.
So this is back in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
They shall not escape. So none of these people are going to be able to escape. What is that? Job the 20th chapter, they shall go ill with him that left in his tabernacle. So those that, because the elite, they're not going to be here. They're somewhere in another motherfucking country, deep in the Alps somewhere, in outer space, in the bunkers. They already know what time it is. Well, you got the so-called Jewish rabbi, tiny top rabbi that said that Americans need to ASAP. And that's an actual amongst those contacts. the KJ, they call America, the Edomite American here, as they call them Edom. This is the land of Edom. Which, yeah, spiritually, this is Edom. This is spiritual Judah. But you an Edomite too. So you the worst for the Edomites. Okay, you an Amalekite. Okay, and everybody hates Amalek. I shall make you small amongst the nations, greatly despised. And the Most High hates you. Alright?
We can have war with Amalek and what? Generation to generation.
And that's why not only America's going to be completely wiped out, but that land over there, where them rats over there, they can be wiped out too. Right? The only difference is that land can be built back up. The Lord is wiping that land out to cleanse it. America's getting cleansed, but it will never be inhabited ever again.
And this is why it's known as burning. You know, Malachi 4:1, it said, in their days shall burn as the earth. Remember, at the time, they were doing the burning. Alright? Not just going to say over you guys, they're on 500. You know, 550, no. Burning.
Remember Azariah, Michelle, and Nine?
Oh yeah, when they
They were coming in that furnace, they made it 10 times hotter, or 7 times hotter.
and he said sevenfold. And then what happened when they opened the door? God, you know, as soon as they opened the door, they died. Off the impact of the heat. Alright, and the Lord prepared, like them government Muslims, them Bible in the grave as a oven, going back to a furnace. That's hot. You know? Because everything you see as you go in the second chapter, it says it's going to turn to ashes. It's going to be a desolate wilderness. You don't see the sea standing in the wilderness. See, it's going to become Babylon the Great when the Lord sent the Muslims and how we found our angel.
See? So we good, as long as we continue in faith.
That's right.
The scriptures say that destruction and famine not shall last. The Lord is going to put his servants in a different spirit.
Be careful. You're going to be careful.
These people are talking with uncertainty. A lot of these people are they're bugging out and crashing out.
Already.
You know? Fat, overweight, sick, all type of illness. Gotta work. Can none of these motherfuckers take a month off of working and chill?
I just saw two ladies. I was doing y'all. She don't turn out of bed, and I see another lady pushing my arm on her.
Get like that.
Yeah, like, man, you don't see that though. I'm walking out there 10 days like this, like, I got no home, I got to do my home kind of shit. Like, it's getting worse on both sides.
The woman gonna bug out, they crash out. The scriptures speak about how the prophet saw these men as like unto women.
Yeah,
in pain.
rebelling with their hands and their arms.
So if the woman is through, if the man is through like that, how much more the woman? What the woman gonna do? She gonna throw herself, she gonna prostrate herself in front of the men of the Lord. And beg. They're gonna hold you on and not let you go. They don't do that, you know. Hey, you know. And no, please. And it's the Spirit of the Lord that's gonna be on you, whether to accept or reject it. It's not gonna be your choice. It's gonna be the Spirit of the Lord.
Yeah, because that's good. Isaiah 4:1. And also John Isaiah 32. A man that should be a hiding place. Alright? That's a prophet. That's a strong child. She ain't black, but this one is sick. You walking in a good land, you see a big rock, you get some shade, see you have the chance.
Yeah, you in a desert, and you want to drink of death. As far as eyes can see, nothing. Nobody comes. And then all of a sudden you come upon a big ass spring of water.
Oh, shit.
It's like, that's like, what, you know? That's how a man and Lord gonna be. I shall make a man more precious than fine gold, even the golden wedge open. So as this shit collapses down, we go up. Our stock goes up, they go down. Okay? We're the hot commodity, the men of the Lord. Okay, the prophets in particular, but all the believers. So the Lord is going to intervene on their behalf. Revelation, get real quick, Revelation 22. The Lord is going to intervene for the elect. Alright? Brothers that got ailments unto death, the Lord will heal. Brothers that could have died, the Lord will bring them back to life. Brothers on the brink of starvation in the family, the Lord send them food. And we have multiple examples. Even at the example of the Lord sending food from heaven. Actually sending food from heaven. We have the example of that. Okay? Example of the Lord bringing food to people and prophets.
Yeah, it's so-called jail.
And women with their children. They're on the brink of death. The Lord sent the prophet. I think it was that prophet Elijah. That's it.
Yeah, so that he moved with the spirit, because the spirit can move the gold and walk, and we'll see it later. See the thing on that too. And this is simple how man we're going to stop it. We're going to be traveling. We ain't going to be just in one spot. So that's why proper preparation will be good for the Lord, because God can take the lead in that. He said, now mind up and we do have to go to the, you know, say the situation we have to overcome when you have to shine his word. Because how else we going to be able to overcome? How else we going to have the spirit and faith to endure if we ain't leaning towards God by saying ourselves? That's the only way. Because this world holds nothing. This world holds no value giving you to salvation. All right? Because this world just sucking your spirit out of you.
Well, the scripture says, broad is the way, but lead unto destruction.
Yeah. And it's straight. Because that's why I say, get you to the straight thing. The path of victory is something else behind the sun. But in the time, it's something that's what the Lord is delivering us.
That's it. Just like the Lord has been delivering us through our little trouble that we're going on.
Already.
Here preaching the word. Okay? The Lord has been delivering us. The Lord has been, keeping us to the point to where, we can continue to keep pushing the word. We have a roof over our head. We might need help at times. We got certain things going on. The Lord, work with us.
And we're still in good case with others.
Oh man, we in the best case scenario.
Let me just say it like that.
We literally in the best. We literally in the best case scenario. We have a fighting chance.
Good chance.
Okay, we have a puncher's chance. You can be losing a fight,
And then one swing.
and all you need to do is land one. You 5 seconds. 5 seconds in the last round, you still got a chance. That motherfucker. That motherfucker connect. That's gonna be for the elect. The righteous are scarcely be saved. It's gonna be that 3 seconds left in the 12th round. You didn't get your ass beat the whole fight.
That reminds me of Lockett, talking about war. Like, like what, round 8 or 9, he did some type of fucking spiritual power.
Yeah.
And he just come back alive and start kicking their ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how we elected it. And now we get our ass. We like rocking the thing right here. But still what the Lord gonna give us strength.
Those that wait upon the Lord,
Renew that strength. Right.
so the Lord is going to renew our strength. And daily, the Lord gives us benefits. All right, the Lord renews our strength every week to come out here and stand on the battlefield. And daily to do these videos. And to bring His word out to resist evil. Okay, so we're already in the battle, and we know that it is a battle. These people, they don't know what they're doing. They did. Okay. We read a little.
This is Revelation 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Patience means to suffer. Meaning all the things that you go through in the truth, the things that you got to get up in this world, what really you count it all joy once you understand it, right? All the things that you got to go through, all the hell that you got to go through, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation, the women that you lose, the opportunities you lose, the job that you lose, your whole, the world crumbles, right, so to speak, when you first come into the truth. Because you have kept it and you stay with your integrity, and you haven't bowed down to this beast, to his system, to his mark, to his image, okay? Because you stay diligent, you kept the faith, you finished your course, okay, go ahead.
It says, I will also keep him, Salakia, and I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
He will also keep you from the hour of temptation. Because everything that's happening, all roads lead to this. Okay? Gradually. Everything's leading to him saying you gotta take that. That's mandatory. Just like the UK just came out and said, hey, look, the digital ID, if you want to work here in the UK, United Kingdom, you'll have to take it. Okay, meaning the digital ID, which the digital ID is not the MOTD. The digital ID is not the mark. It is the precursor system in order for the mark to work. The mark is when they say that you have to put that technology inside you. Okay, there are already people, there's thousands of people on the earth, tens of thousands of people that already have this. Okay, but it's not made mandatory. That's when the prophecy is fully fulfilled. When Esau and the whole world makes this, you putting this inside you, mandatory. And everything that we're going through right now is leading up to this.
Over there, it's like it's starting over there out to the east, and it's coming to the west. What the prime minister over there was saying, they trying to mandate put the digital ID, which is the precursor what? To the physical, CH not to the P. So, hey, it's coming. It's like a plague or a cancer. It's spreading to America slowly but surely.
They're using that what? Ice. That's all it is. What are we doing over here? We got ice. We already know what time it is. You know what time it is. We don't got any reason on Hamilton. There we go. You know, that's one of the arguments why the government shut down. Because they said they didn't want to get bonded to the legal image. That's why it's a big talk about
The healthcare for everything.
they didn't want to bond it.
So they blame, who are they blaming? Jake. It's Jake. They're really actually blaming Jake why they have to bring in all these measures. And really it's because of Jake. Because it goes back to Jacob and Esau. Esau was mad at the blessing and the birthright. He said, when the days of my father mourning at end, then when I slay my brother Jacob. Okay, Ezekiel the 35th chapter. Esau has that perpetual hatred. One of the definitions when you go into that word perpetual is ancient. Okay? He still has that anger. And he understands about the elect. He understands about the Most High saving particular Israelites, but he don't know who the elect is. So what does he do? We just gonna fuck up. We gonna get everybody. We gonna chip the Chinese too.
Everybody.
Okay, we don't give a fuck. We the Arabs, they gotta get chipped too. We chipping every, and we gonna get chipped. But we gonna have access on a whole nother level. So this is how we're gonna overcome the prophecy. But you're running out of time, E.
He said, drop 66. Twice in there, 66. Well, that's a show you that the Most High so cold because what we see as we walk through life, it's written in scripture. See that? Because remember, it's saying, God shall know her mercy. Right? So you can't go to no other book, all right, and compare it to the Bible and show prophecy and show what happened. Not the one, not the book of the dead, you know, none of these books. The subject of the Most High words are faithful to you. The Bible is on point. You can't gain it second. But you have to have the spirit to understand. And it ain't giving up to you to know the message, then it ain't giving up to you.
And there's nothing that we can do.
Nothing.
We can shake you as much as we want, beat you in the head. We would sit down and open other people with line by line. We already doing that. The niggas can't get it.
Yeah.
All right, so the wolves that are for the sword to the sword. Jeremiah the 15th chapter. Famine to the famine. To the beast. Okay? If you supposed to get hit with a missile, that's what the Lord got you for. If you supposed to get ripped up by a wild animal, hey, fuck it. You know?
But what is our job? We copy. The Lord told Jeremiah, told Ezekiel, I have sent you a watcher to the house of Israel. Get no warning and wet from me. See that? So here it is. When you go to Jeremiah 28, it says the prophet, all right, before me and before you old had prophesied against me in the country of that king. Right? Or what? War, evil, and pestilence. So we the spirit of Isaiah 3:1, and our last spirit not. But our job as a prophet is to do what? It's to warn the people.
And the warning has went out. We warned you, so now that the judgment comes, we don't want to hear shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can't play for your money.
Now, we ain't gonna do nothing, man. You might get a boot to your fucking face. Alright? Because the Lord is not, see, Jay gonna learn. And you see, we're dealing with Israelites. We're dealing with a stiff-necked people. We're dealing with a hard-headed people. We're dealing with a people that you have to punish. The only way they'll get it is through pain, death by pain.
The Lord said,
Don't let these people
Yeah, please, bro.
The most I can have it. The key was in who is in the hands of the Lord. See, he got Esau.
We gotta get there. We gotta get there. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. He turned his withersoever he will. You know?
He said he got Esau in the mind so he
That's it. That's it.
the true Lord, he coming up to the true Lord.
Because he get, yeah, he's sloppy. Trump, he came in on peace.
Yeah, that was what he was all about.
This nigga came in on peace. I'm gonna stop the war. The first moment I get in there, I'm gonna fucking stop the war. Putin, he gonna put down his guns.
He said, yeah, he gonna stop a lot of things.
Hamas gonna get back the hostages.
Yeah.
We gonna have peace on earth.
Yeah.
The moment he came there, he started motherfucking just destroying shit.
Take the shit down.
War on the tribes. War on the tribes, man. All you land tribes, y'all about to see. Y'all about to fucking see, man. And now you got the land tribes. Us black and brown, we gotta stick together. You know? But that's that Jeremiah 50, how we were oppressed together. And that oppression is actually bringing us together.
If I may add, I seen one of these elites. They had went into that. I forgot his name though, but he been studying that. You know, he break down like the Masonic Mason and stuff like that. So he was going into that quarter out of hell and how he take, you know what I'm saying, like a 3-step process, and how he had set up like the oppression stage where he'll maybe allow the ABC, DEFG people to have their right. But then later on, he have a plan to what? To do what he's doing now. Like Set said, you know what I'm saying? Said, no, man, no more of these people, no more of the DIs, you know what I'm saying? To break everything together. And he don't care about the casualties because that's what happened in the war. Ultimately, try to bring us back together. You know what I'm saying? This that order out of chaos so people can, you know what I'm saying, get in line together. You know what I'm saying?
And you can find that point that you said. Put them and say, hey, they died.
Yeah. That was pretty much code word. I'm coming for you niggas. That was pretty much code word.
But when you get your crime, you gotta run it. You can't get your crime because nobody else is dead. But you know, in the spirit, he's the most crime. The Edomite.
Well, that's the accuser. Accuser of the brethren. Got the Correo. Or accuser. It means to categorize.
Yeah.
So basically what he did was he allowed these cities to go crazy. He allowed these policies. And where did these policies come from? Yeah, the left came in and it was the left policies? No. That came all the way from the fucking top. Let them out of jail. You know, in San Francisco, they allowed people to steal under $1,000. You know? So that's like the criminal, like, well, shit, I ain't gonna even get no time. I might as well just I could do 3-4 licks in a day, get under $1,000 worth of shit.
Like it's counted.
That's what I'm saying. So they allowed it to happen, and then you get a slap on the wrist. Then the people started to get angry. Stores started to close. People started to bullshit. Then the right started attacking the left. The left, these judges allow these motherfuckers to come out and kill people, do this, do that. Now the right comes in. Oh, we gotta clean it up now. Now we gotta bring the hammer though. You can't actually. She's out of control. We gotta come in with force. Okay? And these military troops that are gonna be sent into these cities, these inner cities, they're gonna be given the go ahead to use fucking force, whatever they need. They're using drone strikes, fucking see-in-the-dark weapons, okay, all type of crazy ass technology, and they're gonna do a digital siege upon you. Hey, these people are crashing that fuck out. Let's see, if she do that. See, the nigga woman, she will do that. The motherfucking troops come in, she gonna try to curse him out, think that she's above the law. You see what I'm saying? That bandit, whack, whack, whack. She out of there. And all these other hoes, they gonna, ooh, I ain't doing that no more. Okay. You gotta, okay, yeah.
The Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
The king's heart, the heart meaning the mind. So whatever these kings, so-called presidents, so-called prime ministers, and even the wicked elite, the hidden hands behind the scenes, that are really the real king, the black folk, right? You know, the different, the red pill people, the Rockefellers, those elite banking families. Their mind is in the hand of the Lord. Meaning the Lord, he controls what they do. On the right and the left does he work. Okay? The Most High, he creates good and he creates evil. There's the proof. We bring out those scriptures every week. And see, that's why, where's the disputer of this world? Where's the scribe? Where's the wise? Where's the disputer of this world? Why is nobody disputing it? All they can say, oh no, the Gentiles can make it. All right, cool. Let's go into prophecy now. Now they silent. They can't go into prophecy. They can say, oh, that's not what it means. Then what does it mean? And then those who dare to try to break it down, they fucking butcher it. I think this means, I think what that means.
Thank you.
Okay? Meanwhile, everything that we're saying are possible to go down. Coming to pass. How can you deny it? Trump is literally coming in. War's literally getting started. You got the Palestinians literally getting bombed. You gonna tell the Palestinians, you know, that's not, you Hebrew Israelites is wrong about that. They get bombed and fucking smithereens. That's in the scriptures. By the people who say that they are the people and are not. That's in the scriptures. So everybody's trying to bow down before Yahweh. Go ahead.
He said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. It's the rivers of water. He turned it wherever he will.
As the rivers of water, he turned wherever he wants. All right, he wanted to go left, he gonna go left. If he wanted to go right, he gonna go right. You can see the people that listen to that shit. There's, you know, brother, up to it. But they literally live it. They listen to it. That's all that they listen to. That shit is demonic, man. And they just that same like demonic glare. They all over fucking weight, all dread, bugged out. Okay, toxic. Okay. Yeah, can you get back in Revelation 3 and 10, I think that Ezekiel 22, I think it's 11. Talk about that sword and sharp.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Able to be able to endure, you gotta apply Isaiah 13:6. Because Isaiah 13:6 said what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Right? So we gotta keep that. Hold fast with thy hand, but don't let it get that. So you kept the words of patience and the words of the Lord. Go ahead.
And also to keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, because the Lord said in Luke 4:18, he that brought these things upon you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies. See that? Just because you kept the saying of the Lord, you held fast what you have, the name, all right? When you sell out, stand, you'll be in good things all in hell. Just what the Lord said. Looking out sacrifice. You know? Man, Daniel and Elijah, the Lord came through. Why? Because of Daniel. All right? He feared the Lord. He believed in how much he was. Right? And what the Lord did, the Lord delivered him. to starve on purpose. You see that? This is not no ordinary, you know what I'm saying, thing just happened. They were written for our learning that guess what? We didn't trust in the words of Yahweh by as the elder was saying, we got examples in the scripture. All right, to prove the power of Yahweh by
Well, I got to give it to you.
Daniel in the lion's den, man. You don't think how scared he was, but he trusted the Lord? You don't think he had thoughts of the lion attacking him? But he had to trust in the Lord and his word, man, because Daniel's righteous. So he's like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna trust in the Lord. Lord, if I have to do something, I gotta go, but I didn't bow down to his enemy. You know? And what happened? The Lord defended for Daniel, man. Food and everything. It ain't just Daniel stayed alive. That's just one miracle that, hey, he stayed alive. He came out of that. But in the in-between time, in the meantime, Daniel was getting fed. He ate, he drunk, water and food, straight. And the lions go over there, stop like mom and steal from him. He controlled the beast. And he was part of the house. That's what Jeremiah.
That's it. And the Lord is going to show that he has control over all things.
He's going to show it. He's done miracles.
And people are going to see miraculous things happen to you, and they're going to marvel.
They're going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, they're going to consider, they're going to be like, you know, they're going to consider, your family's going to start to consider, these women are going to start to consider, these men are going to start to consider. That's it. That's it. But I got a piece of it for you. This is Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Right, see, it's been for our learning, man. So that's applied to us. At the time that we could have gone through, man. Especially the book of Acts, those persecution of prophets. And here it is, that's what's going to happen. Like the elder was saying, I think it's going to stuff on, just figure out the side of the top and the bottom. As you're doing that, it's the top, because it's at the top. The prophet. So the persecution of the prophet, but he started now within the people. Because he was a serpent, a snake as he knew, a cunning man. All right, this is how he designed the just to get to us, having this food. See that? But everything was in the foretime is written for our learning. So be patient. Go ahead.
Yep. It says that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
There you go. See that? Because that's how we're able to endure. Through hope, faith, believe. See that? Going out what the Lord said. Not turning back. Remember. You know? Patient and suffering. All right? Of the scriptures. But we may not hope. Hope in what? Hope in salvation. Hope in deliverance. Even for the smallest matter. All right? You got to go to a concentration camp. You got to be out here alone overall as a kid. All right? Guess what? Be patient. All right? And understand the scriptures. Believe that you have about someone's help. You have to do that.
Well, like I said, we have these examples of men, great forefathers. You read Hebrews 11 chapter about our great forefathers, how they showed great acts of faith. Even in the time of death, the third of them got put to death. Okay? Third of them were like Lot. Lot, his woman left. His woman looked back. You might have a woman that looked back. And that could be your trial. You know? And it'd be a one that you really love her. You know? But you're going to suffer loss. You got to suffer loss. Basically, y'all try to say, well, you know, basically, if you're not willing to lose your life, for my name's sake, you're going to lose it. Okay?
Those that lose in my life, it's like those that lose their life in my name, so you set down.
Alright, so this is all temporary. What really matters, alright, is the kingdom. That's forever. Alright? No man can steal anything. Nothing that's given to you can ever be taken from you.
No dog, no word.
Nothing's going to corrupt. So the whole goal is to get to there, and your blessing is going to be challenged. Alright, and in front of your children that you love so much, in front of the women that you love so much, in front of the possessions that you have. Okay? and then the ultimate, your own life. Okay, are you willing to give up your own life? Are you willing to sacrifice that for Yahweh Shema Shai? Okay, and we have the scriptures to reinforce that's the mindset that we should get. Striving to the truth of the death. That's it.
James chapter 5 and verse 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Behold, we count them happy which endure. They have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very tender and of tender mercy.
Yeah, those are the little scriptures out. You got a woman, you love her to death, and what if she turn back like last night? You know what I'm saying? What's she trying to take them up to be like Job right there? That's the most I know. You know, when you have a woman in their mind, say, what you gonna do? See that? But we have, all right, the scriptures to give us to give us an example, like, trust in the Lord. Don't fall for it, don't fall for the world, don't fall for this and that. Trust in the Lord.
I got two. This is Psalms 37 and 25. Psalm 8. He said, I have been young and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Psalms 37.
Okay, yeah, bring that one up.
Look at the generation of old and see the enemy of God and the good of the world was forsaken. Or call upon his name and was despised.
There you go.
Not one.
There you go. And this is why it's so important to ingest this book, to eat the roll.
Very important.
Okay? And to live it. You got to live by these precepts.
Right, bro.
By every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. That's your bread. That's your water. That's your substance. That's your nutrition. That's your protection.
Right.
That's your everything. Because you're gonna need this great defense in a time of trouble. You're gonna need that shield of faith to block all the fiery darts of Satan. And they're gonna come in many avenues, mainly to attack the mind. That's what Satan wants. He wants to attack your mind.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because once he got your mind, he got everything.
You know?
Why you think he saw with the technology?
Yep.
He wants the mind.
That's it.
See that? Yeah, he's trying to alter your DNA, but he wants the mind.
That's it.
Once he get the mind, he got control like the Most High Yahweh.
Yep. Yeah, your son.
Yeah.
He got some. The Lord gave this nigga some serious technology, some way out shit that you watching the movie. He literally got that shit.
Right. On deck.
Okay, ready to roll it out. Okay, go ahead.
This is Job 13 and 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in
See,
him.
and that's the spirit of Job. And we read in James about the patience of Job.
Catching hell.
Catching pure hell. He got a multitude of news, all bad news. Family crew,
Just imagine you
fly
gotta go.
crew, house crew.
Fly. Now I'm just saying, just imagine you gotta go to some church account. Just imagine you got your boy. You know where your mindset. Touch the head. That's hell right there. I'm about to run, man.
Yeah, like an alligator uppercut.
Yeah, so like you got something to do. See that? This is the time that we coming into.
And Esau he don't want this message of you trusting in a higher power.
Yeah.
Okay, the only living power. He don't want that, especially in Israelites. He wants you to trust in him.
Yeah, trust in man.
The scripture say that they will not stay upon Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah 10. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can because I don't know. Yeah, what you said?
Job 13 and 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain my own ways before him.
Yeah, Job said, I'm going to maintain my integrity. I'm going to maintain the way of Yahweh Shai. Just like he told us, shall we not receive good and evil? So Job is spiritual to know that The Lord brought this. And he was within his mind, like, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't do that. He said, hey, look, whoever parents be innocent, I ain't innocent. You see? So the thing that results in we gotta take that, hey, wherever the Lord will, he put this amount of pain on me, Lord, I can bear it. You know, Lord, allow me to bear it. I would die the indignation of the Lord. Hey, the scripture got everything. The scripture got every little way your mind can turn. Hey, I got to
and then you got different men going through your situation. It's not the same man going through the same, because of the same hard and easy. No, you got different men going through different situations.
Different trials, tribulations.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Because our walk is not the same, but we're going the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you walking on the sidewalk, the person you walking next to, you might not walk over on rock, but you did. You know what I'm about? So, yeah, we're going the same way, but I'm walking at the same. This is why the Apostle Paul says you have to endure all things for the elect's sake. You got to endure. You know? Because your hair is not my hair, but guess what you're doing? Both catching the hair. So what? To endure our time. You know what I'm saying? But the scripture gives us hope that through our hell that we're going through, the Lord still got us. He's still with us. That's something that you really don't got. That's why I say,
God is the way.
God is the way. But yeah. You still got to keep it in heaven.
Isaiah 10:20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel,
in that day, we're in that day. The remnant is speaking about the elect.
and such as all escape of the house of Jacob, should no more again stay upon him that smote them.
Should no longer stay upon them that smote them. Who smote them? The Edomites. Okay, mainly. The other nations, they helped, they furthered as well. You know, they licked the wound. We got Luke the 16th chapter. Okay, go ahead.
But to stay upon the Lord your house, the Holy One of Israel is true.
And the word stay means to lean upon or to rely upon. Okay?
It said in NLT, but they were faithfully trusting the Lord.
Here we go.
It said Isaiah 10:20 in the NLT, in that day the remnant left in Israel, the survivors in the house of Jacob would no longer depend on allies who seek to destroy them, but that were faithfully trust the Lord, the Holy One of Israel.
Oh yeah, like for example, the medical system. You got Jake, they know Esau's the devil, but they still go to his medical system and still take his prescription, still take his medicine, and thinking that he's fucking for you. And you still getting fucked up. But the alternative is to take the herbs and be disciplined and continue to do it and pray. You don't want to do that. Because Esau said that don't work. And you don't have patience. So that's just another example. Jacob keep going to the devil and keep getting fucked up. And Jacob, when food gets shut off, Jacob will Esau save us. When the economy crashes, he will save us. We're going to be saying, the Lord, we telling the Lord to save us. Okay, we're not going to no longer rely upon those that are willing to kill us, destroy us. We're going to rely on the Holy One of Yahweh. Okay? And that's for all things. Alright, so we will go right shelter, the protection of us, the Akim, our families, okay, our minds, okay, shelter over our heads, food in our stomachs, alright, in the mind, we continue and go into the end. You can resist the chip.
Man, that's like way on top.
You say in your patience is just for your soul. And our people have no patience at all. So what's wrong? Destruction.
They not the way out of easy. You saw how that microwave mindset, bro. And then you need to wait for the food got done.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And the scripture says, so that the leader serves the people. So you saw evil controlling the world, man. And look at the people, just like violent, just like you. And it ain't got no fucking faces, just like it. Attitude, just like it. You know? That's something with power. He ain't your father the devil. But you gotta start getting like they're acting just like Esau. Just like in that same generation is back. Like this all called this lying, fucking generation, right? That's literally Esau. That's Jacob's got style. That's all.
That's it. That's how they dress it up.
You know?
Yeah.
Jake is wild with his shit. So Jake become more wicked than the wicked. Like Esau, he bland. Bang bang, you know, shoot him up. Esau, he got a drum and shit. He making that he doing a rap video and shit. You know, Jake making it like one nigga that nah, this is just the lifestyle. Nigga get business.
He decorated. He putting color on.
Color, yeah.
He got blue.
You know, you got the new Jordans on too, that flicky on them. You know, you got hat tips to the side. You got holes with him. He's driving a whip. Jake make it look fun and sexy. You know, but that's Edomite activity because what's happening? It's not like you're going against the actual real enemy. You're going against your neighbor. You're going against your brother. You know, so you're making it fun to come against your own people. Okay.
Matthew chapter 7.
But that's even more wicked. That's why Jacob's more wicked than Esau.
Matthew chapter 7 and 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Enter ye in to the straight gate. This is the truth. See, if you got Jake trying to come up another way. Say you gotta come up another way like a thief in the law. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come to man. Come to the Lord as you are. No, you gotta meet the requirements, man. The most high will not require or sanctify. You know what I'm about? But they trying to take, you know what, they trying to serve the Lord. Now they want to serve the Lord. No, you can't serve the Lord. Right? You got a lot of things that you got to abide by. That's why Jacob learned to be
Said, enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in that way. A lot of people want to use the easy path. You just go up the broad. Which is what? Christianity. Jesus Christ. You want Jesus, Jesus, and then you have down the path of destruction. You know? Allah, Buddha. You know?
That's the way they lead to the life. Because the God and the first God, it do not retain salvation. Only the scripture, only the Bible, only the words that you have by someone stop retain salvation.
Verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which lead unto life.
Right, it leads to life. So you got to know that there. You know what I'm saying? Because it leads to life. Being obedient to the Yahweh outside, it leads to life. Look out the world of this world, the family of this world, it leads to life. So think about it. When you in the world, on the property, being a part of the other environment, what will happen? You're surrounded by them. The gates around, it's them. That's all they do to most of them. Whether violence or sex or drugs, because what are they looking to? They're looking for them. You know, exactly. You know? So you put them in the slave gate, which is putting up with old man, putting the new man that's in the other side. It's going to be hard. Go ahead.
It said, which lead unto life.
Right, but it leads you to life.
Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which lead unto life. And few there be that find.
Right. It's only three. And that three is speaking about the elect. That's what the Lord will give them the ability to make it through.
I'm going to read this in MOT. This
See, we ain't talking about the average nigga, all right? Because your favorite basketball player, your favorite superstar, he ain't gonna make it. See that? Because how much money we got? How much is the damage? All right? If he ain't coming back and defeated, he ain't gonna make it. Right? It says a nigga with ace, I believe it.
Matthew 7:13, NOT, you can enter the Most High Kingdom only through the narrow gate.
Only through the narrow gate?
Well, you got a sheep's gate.
Yeah.
You got a sheep's gate where only one sheep can go in at a time.
Because you can't get two of them do it, you know?
And they got to get into that, you got to get into a straight path.
It's just like, you know, I was going through a shortcut, you know, they had to swing through the pit. Like, you can get in there, but you had to swing on in there to get through the gate. That's how you do it. It ain't, see that,
Everybody. Ex-Satanists. A sodomite. Trans, they head of the congregation.
the gate wide open. No, it's
Every nation. Every nation.
Every nation is wide open. It's not the Lord's house, man.
That's that feel good too.
Everybody.
That's like you get that, what they call it, participation award.
Yeah.
Everybody get a try. Everybody win. We all win.
Everybody get a reward.
That ain't how life works. So it's so different.
It said you can enter, this is the NOT, Matthew 7:13 with the NLT. You can enter the Most High Kingdom only through the narrow gate.
Right. Only through the narrow gate.
The highway to hell is broad,
See?
and its gate is wide.
Right. And that reminds me of Zechariah 13:8.
Yes,
You know, they said 2 words when you put out in the scroll.
it's a whole song. You know, Esau's song.
You know that 2 thirds was on the highway to hell. You know?
That was the green. That was the green.
Yeah, so they not in the dead state of love. He just wanted out the way of understanding.
You're twice dead. Remember that in James? We'll talk about twice dead. Because they're already in a dead state. Right? So then they ain't going to get put to death again. I got to look. Yeah, you got it.
It said the highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide for the many who
See,
choose
it's
that
wide
way.
for the many. See that? It's wide for the many.
Yeah, this is Jude 1:12. It says, these are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds they are without water.
Feed themselves without what?
Without fear.
Without fear. How do you feed themselves? Right?
Yeah. So like 15. The bread of understand with the bread of understand.
Yeah. So this is how you feed yourself. But you feed yourself. You see the terror of the Lord, but you're not doing it with fear. You're not believing it was really real. You see that? Actually, now count the cost. But you read it though, you study it, you look at the words, you put all to that, but it's not with fear. You see that? And that's one thing that you gotta have fear. So fear is the first step to what? To be accepted on Lord Yahweh. You must fear him. That's why I take her to Christianity. Because your fear is being taught by the Christian man. You're not understanding the fear of how to fear the Lord. Now I'm telling you how to fear the Lord.
They're telling you that the Lord loves everything that you do.
Exactly.
Just keep going.
But the prophets, the terror of the Lord persuade you.
Just keep putting that money in that pot. Jesus loves you.
You won't get your head.
You know? Yeah, you gonna get that. You gonna see a God healed. Dan Jesus. So you gonna get that money. You know? 20 years later, you gonna still get that money. You know, so they got a false sense of reality.
False sense of hope. False sense of fear.
And a false sense of fear.
Yeah, that's it. False sense of fear.
Back in Matthew 7.
I'll say this real quick, because Jake don't really feel the most high. He's not doing that. You know? Yeah. Jake don't really feel the most high. Alright? They believe that the whole narrative of the most high God, he does everything. anybody. Come as you are. You know?
You got to separate, you know, fear is also a gift. Because I was in the world with, you know what I'm saying? And I was out for the Lord. But guess what? I can't feel a family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I really feel. Tapping in, seeing the Lord, understanding life. Yeah. You know, learn the fear. That's why the Lord got them blind. They blind to come before the Lord. But guess what? When everything happens, the Lord will open their mind up to the Lord. See? So he opened our mind on the natural for him. The doctors had to be fulfilled. Revelation 11:11. They say after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life should enter to them, right? And she's telephoning up. And what should happen? Fear. See that? You put fear in us. There ain't into fear right now.
Hey, this is black culture. Fear was created to make us good.
There you go. See that? Fear was what created in the state from the moon. So Lord, we installed it so that fear wasn't killed.
Yeah, you can't have fear without faith. You can't have faith without fear.
Exactly.
If you got fear that there's a consequence, or not, you know, for your action. You gotta have faith that the Most High will put your life to death. But you can do it. We don't move without fear.
We all had school books. We all saw school books. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker knows. Look at me, I see you gonna take my shit. You know what I'm saying? You believe that. So you have faith in him. And guess what you did? You prayed that you know you're gonna be able to take your shit. What are you doing about it?
Hey,
Come on, man.
like, it's in Hebrews 11:7. By faith, being one of the Most High, of things not seen as yet.
Being warned.
Not seen as yet. Move with fear.
You got Noah? Yeah, Noah. He said, I'm coming from my mind. We got to get back up to that.
Hebrews 11:7. Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah being one of the Most High, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
So he was given the spirit of faith, and he moved in fear. Being warned of things that have not happened yet. Okay, you better do this. You know, oh shit. And I got faith that it's actually going to happen. But I'm moving, I'm building it in fear. Because I don't want it to happen with me. Okay? Go ahead.
They say by faith, they said by faith, Noah being one of the Most High, of things not seen as yet. It said move with fear. Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah being one of the Most High, of
So
things.
we're warned of the Most High. That's why we're moving in fear. We coming out here through fear. Of course, faith is there, of course. But the faith is also established by the fear. Because through fear, that's action. Faith is action. We're really married to it. You really can't have one without the other. As well as you can throw in works. Okay?
I got a saying. Fear breeds faith. Fear breeds faith.
And faith brings fear.
Faith breeds faith.
It's like you go in the words. That's it. You know? And through all that, you're gonna start to work. You want to know, he started building, he started working, he started doing the work. Okay? And even the people, the people say even the people are white people. What is the word people mean? He's prophesying. So he prophesied while he was building. Is that what we were doing? Okay? But you gotta have a spiritual mind to even see that. Alright? The majority of our people, they don't have a spiritual mind. It's spiritual discernment. They're working fucking dates. Alright, so they have to really to hell with it. We don't feel sorry for them. Okay, we are concerned with the righteous. Those that listen. That's it.
So by faith, Noah being one of the Most High, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
Is it the thing I seen as yet? Alright? And it doesn't tell us
Nobody has ever seen it. There's never been a time for you to actually equate what's getting ready to happen now. There's a time like no other. And even if you go back 70 AD, you go back back to different parts, you know, civil wars, and you go to World War I, World War II, and different conflicts, like the wars between the Greeks and the Persians. You can't even compare that with what's getting ready to happen now. So nobody's ever seen it. Nobody's ever seen nuclear missiles fly out of the sky.
That's because remember, back in the day, the war so she was doing what they were doing before the rain, right? But the system, it never rained. Only water they really got was what? The dew. You know what I'm saying? So when normal somebody was gonna rain or flood, everybody on the flood.
He a bug out. What the hell that gonna happen? No, it's the beginning of time. No water can't come out of the sky. Water from that was like a unheard concept. Like it never happened. Yeah, like, it never happened. So that's like, what are you talking about, bro? Chill. You need some business. You need to have fun. Why you a bug out? He's a terrorist. Then that mother, you know, they, But how much more back then? Because everything that Noah was saying is starting to rewind back to the mind. All the words that we're saying is that all these people that walk by, all the people that take photos, all the people that watch the video, all the people that heard this, when the shit comes to go down, it's going to rewind back into their mind. Niggas are saying, niggas. Where the niggas at? Okay, it's that the word. Where the Israelites at? Where my brothers at? Where my brothers? Here we it's gonna be too late, isn't it? So the rain coming down like, oh shit. But they wouldn't know where we were at. They knew the hard clothes. They wouldn't know it. Come on. Hey, beating on that mother. Look, so it's going to be much more terrible this time. Because the Lord has done all that. The Lord, Yahweh, he's not well known in this earth right now. Okay? But we are now making him acquainted back with the earth. By telling everybody Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh is the one who's doing it. They're going to consider that. When it's actually happening, it's going to be too late. What are they going to consider it?
See, they're going to know that it's not a man. So you got some activities going on in the world, they call it the act of God. Because it's just certain things happening that man can't do. You know what I'm saying? So in that day, they're going to see it. I think it came down to Daniel. He read the writing. No one was able to break the writing down. But the Lord gave Daniel spirit to recite the hand of the law. And they were blessed. Right. They gave him time, they gave him somebody born. So he was blessed.
Yeah, Daniel did that and died.
You know?
Back in Hebrews 11:7.
So how do you think they're going to treat us? Was you quoted scripture earlier? In thy day, thy people in thy power, the people shall be willing. In the day thy power, thy people shall be willing. They can be eyes open, mouth open. You talk to somebody, he's looking at you. Like, whatever you say, like, I'm just do whatever you say. That's how it's getting ready to go now. Here you just a nobody in their eyes, like you a nobody in their eyes, and in that time they just looking for they bobbing from side to side, whatever you say, that's how it's gonna be. Because we're the only ones that's gonna have to answer.
Well, what else gonna be? Jeremiah the 15th chapter. Solomon the devil. So we ain't telling you shit. Get on your own. Go bump that dog.
This is Jeremiah too. Say that he's going to make out tunnel to
Ezekiel.
slide down.
Well, you have Matthew 25. Take verses. Why? Amos, that big chapter, 11 verse. When they said that the virgin shall go to and fro, and basically try to find
in Hebrews 11:7, by faith, Noah, being one of the most high of things not seen as yet, moved and filled, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness by
So
faith.
he condemned the world. Noah, he prepared the ark. And while he was preparing the ark to be delivered, he was condemning the world simultaneously. And we are building that spiritual ark now. Okay? And we're prophesying against this wicked world. We're condemning the world. Okay? We are not friends with the world. All right? We are against this world. Okay? We're against the powers that are all the way at the top to the lower level motherfucker at the bottom. They all wicked. They're all going to receive judgment. Okay?
They all on the same side.
That's it. And if you don't want to get with this is really not even your choice. When you really want to think about it, it's all preordained. Nevertheless, you still rehearse the righteous acts. You still have to go through the motion. Right? I mean, that's so high level. The Lord's like, hey, everything's already preordained. Nevertheless, we still here. Because you don't know if you're a part of that ordainment. You don't know if you're part of the elect. You have to fight for it. You have to strive for it. You have to contend for the thing. That means the Lord, he wants fighters. Right? This is the spiritual military. Okay?
Yeah, but he said, Lord said, good hard as a soldier. What is a soldier? A soldier is a fighter. And the Lord said, you got to do hard as a soldier. So you got to fight.
Well, just like Pete Nick said, when he had he basically cursed out the military. I'll just say it like that. He basically cursed out the military. He said, "Now we gonna be doing fucking PT every goddamn day. We're gonna have to meet certain standards. We're gonna meet certain standards. All right, your commanding officer, he can use force. It's not gonna be none of that woke shit no more. He can put hands on you." He said that. They go back to that ancient beat your ass in the head, stomp you out, get your shit right. And if you can't take it, then you can't be in the military. Okay, so the Lord does that on the righteous side. The different trials and tribulations that we go through will make us harder. Okay, to be made hard. Because you're gonna have to have a hard mindset to be able to be in the midst of all types of death and destruction and sorrow and misery and pain. In the furnace of affliction. Okay? So we're in the furnace of affliction. That's why during the day of trouble, that's when we're going to be made precious. That's when you're going to see all that fire you can hit that furnace, getting cleaned out. Get all the impurities out to where now you fucking shine.
Amen. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that too. I'm going to that one furnace, and at the bottom it's going to a flame of love. I love looking at those Revelation 3:19, and then it's I love I was doing that.
Caution. Bus is turning.
Hey, because look, when you really consider a furnace, and when you're purifying metal, you're doing it for the metal side. The metal has impurity.
You needed to cook right.
You know? And ultimately, the person that's doing it, that's refining, is really doing it for this sake. So that metal can actually become usable, profitable. Because gold that has impurities in it stuck in the earth, man, what use does it have? There is no use. You don't even know it exists until you go and you gotta find it. That's toil, that's labor, and then you gotta take the impurities out of it. You gotta melt it down and then bring it back together. You keep melting it down, keep shining it until it's perfect. So that's the elect. Okay?
We just zoo animals.
They don't.
We just zoo animals.
So it's basically like
It's all good. They don't.
we gotta look at the scripture first. What's he doing? What's he making do? So now, when you just say, if you're asking God, you're gonna play it back.
this is a game league. You know what I'm saying? What we doing, they look at this and just, oh, look at these niggas.
Well, and what, is it not proper? So, will we not be made a spectacle of the world? Okay, we're a spectacle.
We got to take them in the spirit and let the Lord just do this, do their glory. I'm
gonna smile for the camera. Fuck it. You know?
She don't see how she don't know.
Right.
Damn. How the big, get what she told us. Y'all ain't doing stuff like that. Yeah. So it's all, the Lord speaks to the Lord. You got to
This is Psalms 91, the verse 7. It says, and this is going back to what you read out, bro. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand.
I mean, a lot of motherfuckers die. All right? Remember, you coming to them. They get trouble. It's already killing in the day. But the scripture says, blood will be up to a horse's rider. That's a number of how much blood is going to be on the horse. A horse's rider is just like, what, 3 feet, 4 feet? That's how much blood is going to be. So it's really 10,000 on the right, 1,000 on the left, dead body. Everybody, you know, Jake got any type of illness or sickness, they ain't gonna last long. Because that's what they're gonna cut the water off. You know, they're gonna cut the supply of food. They already ain't trying to get our Medicaid now, so what you do is gonna be happy with Medicaid. You ain't got the garage to go get no help. So a lot of people gonna be asked out, they're gonna be forced to go to the garage. So motherfuckers gonna be dying for the lack of bread, you know, for the lack of water. And much big tribulation. So that's why you're going to have 10,000 left, right? You know what I'm saying? And 1,000 left. Dead as a doorknob.
It says, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Why? Because the angels kept it down after them to the Lord. See that? So, yeah, we're going to be in the midst of Babylon. But guess what? We're going to be protected. We're going to be aided. Right? We got to protect it. We got to defend it. And his name is Jehovah. Alright? Because that's how we elect to be able to not be touched or moved. See that? But it starts now. Alright? Because the trial and the test is coming. You're going to have that. You're going to say, get ready so you won't have to get ready.
Yeah, you hear it, you got a fucking championship fight. The fight of the fucking century.
Oh, the world,
you know? This is the last fight, goddamn.
Real on the line.
You know, everything. Make or break, goddammit.
Yeah.
You know, and you ain't even training.
Yeah.
You're not even working out.
Eat McDonald's.
Yeah, you just chill.
Yeah,
and the day's getting closer and closer. Yeah. And you just like, you know, the club and shit, grinding it, you know. You're not even doing no type of exercise.
That's right. That's right.
How the fuck you expect to win in there? Because Paul spoke about it's like a race.
Yeah.
And you run this race like you want to fucking win. You don't run this race like just to be a participant. To take last place, I get it. Nah, it's like death. You run like you want to win. Okay, because the prize is the incorruptible crown. Salvation, protection. And you're going to want that in this time that we're in. And none of us can really imagine and fathom it because we haven't experienced what really is going to happen. The Lord, he taps in just enough to be able to speak about it and see different movies and different things that have happened and have that understanding to where it's going to get bad, but it's going to get worse than that. Okay? It's going to be a lot worse than what you thought it would be. A time like no other. So you want to be spiritually training right now. You want to have in your mind, not physical fill-up, from say body exercise is a little. So you should definitely sound body, sound mind. You want to have the body as best possible in that, you know, of course. But spiritually training what we're doing now, getting His word inside your mind. Because you're not going to have another brother right there. Hey brother, what's that precept again? Hey brother, can you give me some comfort? Hey, I need a counsel. What should I do? Nah, you want to fucking know what to do. You got to be in the spirit.
So get ready.
You got to be in it.
So get ready. So you don't have to get ready. Get it while the getting is good because it's good to get it now. Because when you gone. It's
gonna be
over.
gone.
You ain't got it. You ain't gonna
It
get
was
it.
seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near.
They no trade in country.
That's it. And Jake, our people, they procrastinate. Last minute, nah, this is not no last minute shit. This ain't last minute.
Then Jake go.
But it is what it is. So we about to see a lot of Israelites cook. You see, bro, you can only imagine with a Latin tribe, you hear? You know the experience of it? You didn't even hear it. You established something. You got families, you got people in it. And fucking one day, motherfucking the Stacos come in, the mask on, grab your ass up, put a knee in your back. Say, shut the fuck up, beat you, put cuffs on you, and ship your ass. You know. You're gonna see your family again. Well, that's trouble. And then what's getting ready to happen to these tribes here in America? Or the so-called black man, Esau's gonna have that same fucking force. By burning Rab as king of Oakland, that's what's getting ready to be established here in America.
It's really Jeremiah. This prophecy, this is happening in the time of Babylon. Right? Because you only had with the servant king. That's how you know that it was speaking about Babylon the Great.
That whole chapter, that chapter speaks about ancient Babylon, but a lot of in that chapter really speak about America, Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah,
which is the northern and southern kingdom. You have the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. Okay, that's Israel. Okay, that's the northern kingdom. They getting fucked up too. Are they getting treated like animals too? All right, and they're being shown that the so-called white man still hates them. We still got simple minds of them that still is going to stay upon Esau. And fuck them. All right, fuck these niggas that want to worship Esau, want to worship white Jesus. To hell with them niggas. The Most High going to destroy 2/3 of the people in America. And we not going to have no pity. There's going to be no pity when that time comes when they send those troops. Okay, this is the so-called white man doing right now. He's preparing to lay siege upon the people. Okay, a digital siege at that. He's going to cut you off from the fucking system. And he's going to dare you niggas with his switches. With their suit shooting sideways. We got motherfucking special forces. With the latest technology. Okay? With billions and billions of dollars backing them. Say, hey, take the motherfuckers out. Show no pity.
You got all these cameras being set up. So it's like know where to run and hide. They got you. You got heat-seeking bullets. They can go through walls. Yeah, but he got that technology to the people.
Exactly. Like Ezekiel 9 and 4. Go to the midst of the city.
That's smart.
Like all the ones that don't have the mark. The mark of the lot.
That's it.
Don't have the mark of the lot. Go ask them, man.
Utterly slave them. Have no pity.
Have no pity.
Man.
Oh, y'all. Right in. Oh, in.
Yeah, look.
Big up.
You know, a little white, little nigga holding his shit out.
Look up. Like this.
Well, even the newborn. The precious little newborn that's going to grow up to be a fucking terror. Take him out. That's going to be, you see that, bro? Like, what's happening over there in Palestine? Can you fucking imagine, bro? Can you fucking imagine? In Gaza, bro, just think you were there, and that's what's fucking happening over there. Your family just gets slaughtered. Your little daughters, your sons, your wives, just fucking torn in pieces right before your eyes. It happens fucking daily.
You ain't got no power.
And Allah ain't coming.
He ain't coming. He can't get it.
Nobody cares if you're a Christian. You come down to Jesus Christ, separate for a trip.
Oh, that nigga don't know the house. They don't never come through. Jesus line always been.
He ain't gonna do a preach ass time. But guess what? Yeah. Revelation 1 and 7. All right. I want to say you how it's done. Yeah, he come to wreck shop. So he come to lay the law down. Law in heaven. He come to lay it down. Alright? This is the power they're gonna put everything back in order.
That's it. And he's an austere man.
He ain't playing no game.
So we coming into a time of great death, man.
Yeah?
Hey, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, Ezra spoke about the time of great death. Okay, pestilence, wars, the book of I mean, it's all over the scriptures.
Everyone, man.
We're in that time. If you can't fucking see it, then hey, it is what it is.
Bring the seed.
It's sometimes, you can't even see that, bro. Come on. So somebody right now, I can't see that.
You gotta pray because the doors of mercy still
Like everything going on though, bro. You really look at the time, you're like, oh, fuck, you can't see missile top right now. Everybody got missiles, bro. Kill drama. They playing with the motherfucker like Marlon Wayne, man. Everybody playing with the missiles. So, that nigga, how big can't see that? They need glasses, bro.
Yeah, no, they need that ice out.
That's why the Lord spoke to them. You got to be out there. This is a costly thing. That's what Lord American is.
Well, yeah, like how I said, he told the disciples before we talk. Like he said, watch as well as pray. Spirit and deed as well as the flesh. Okay? So watch what the fuck is going on. Like, because you're watching it. So you're actually watching for the prophecy. Your mind is getting, okay, what is happening? That's a daily task, the burden of work. And as well as the praying. So that you don't enter into a temptation. Okay, because there are a lot of temptations out there that's trying to keep you out of the game.
He told Ephesians 6 that you'll be able to keep the time without your written. Yeah, he was Ephesians. Now this is Ephesians 6. This is Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor on the Most High. Now this is Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brother.
Finally, my brother.
Be strong in the Lord your hour by shooting your shot and the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Okay, equip yourself with the whole truth. Not some part of the truth, but the whole truth. Okay, put all you're a soldier getting ready to go into a life and death situation. You're about to go to battle and fight the enemy that wants to kill you. The enemy is not going to say, wait for a timeout. There is going to be no bell that's going to ring. A referee that's going to step in. There ain't going to be no break. It's a life and death situation. So if you not prepare yourself, if you not put on the helmet, the chest plate, if you not put on all your armor, if you not take your weapon, right? If you not take the shield, right? So spiritually do all these things.
But we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, so it's telling you the type of battle it's going to be. It's going to be a spiritual battle. Okay? The flesh is going to contend against the spirit. Good is going to contend against evil. And it's in you. This evil is in you, which is the flesh. That wants to come out day in and day out. The flesh will never satisfy. It's literally never.
It says, wherefore, take unto you the whole armor for the inside the hour, that you may be able to stand the wiles of the devil.
The wiles of the devil. Hey, the tricks of the devil is in full-fledged. Hey, he going all out. He really doing it all. You see, since AI came out, they released AI to fuck. You see how good it's gotten over the last couple of years? That shit is like almost undetectable. Where you don't even know what the fuck is real and what's not. And then the chat GPT, for argument when it first came out, bro, that shit's crazy. And that's the free one. What about the shit that they got? Where they can type somebody's name in and they give you all the fucking information on that person. The whole background. All their text, all their emails, all the locations that they've been, where they park at, their mama's name.
You can't delete it.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
It's on file.
And the new phones that are out, the new iPhones and Androids, they have the AI technology where everything that you do is actually uploaded to the cloud. So your phone is a physical device, but it's actually in the cloud. So whatever you do on your phone is literally being recorded. You can't delete it. You fucking can't delete it. If you send a text message and delete it, it's in the cloud. So they can roll back any day, any moment where you're at, and they can see what's going on in your phone. Same thing in the new computers. So everything, they're documenting every fucking thing, so the AI can pinpoint if you're an enemy to the state. They'll be able to cut you off instantly.
Bill Gates. Said that he wants the iPhone, whether that's the iPhone, but he wants the phone. He wants to do away with phone. You can phone the phone. You know what he means by this? The RFID secret.
So it said, wherefore, taketh to you the whole armor of Most High, that he may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand.
The days of evil. All right, and you see the buildup. Has it gotten better? Okay, let's do it like this. Has the world gotten better? Has your situation gotten better? Have you got more money? Are you more comfortable? Are you in full health? You wake up in the morning? Do you have fucking pure energy? Are you fucking barely fucking making it? You stressed the fuck out. You mad that you gotta go to work. Okay? You mad that you want a day off. You gotta be around these fucking people. You gotta do this bullshit.
I know Jay said some say he can put more money in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm about to overtime. That's what I'm asking. You say you want no taxes.
They go home born slave. That's the thing, but you gotta understand, you gotta get into the mind of the Negro. You gotta get into the mind of the black man. The mind of the black man is on the lowest level. They are comfortable. Look, hear me out. The mind of the average black man and Hispanic, but we're gonna deal with the black man here in America. The mind of the average black man is on the lowest fucking level. Okay? They're okay with being on the fucking bottom. The only hope is for them to be somewhat higher status within niggatry. You know, the block. Amongst their black circle. They can have, the precious car. That's okay. If a nigga just has the precious car in his block, he's okay. If he just had some nice clothes, if he had a hoe and a side hoe, he's okay. He don't need too much. Even if he's a side nigga. If he's a side nigga, he's okay with that. Okay? He's okay with being fucked up in the body, but as long as he got his drink and his weed, you see what I'm saying? As long as he got his drink and his weed, he's good. He can medicate. And he don't care what so-called white niggas. He don't care the Chinese, he don't care how they ball out of this world. He don't care how they're acting to a president. He don't give a fuck about it. He's what he got his chicken.
PlayStation 5.
There you go. See, you don't need
Get
to
the bitch now.
Oh, you gotta have
You gotta have a bitch.
It's the bitch that's been passed around most of the time.
You don't care.
He's okay.
I love him, man.
He loves second slot.
I love it, man.
The nigga's okay with bitch that he's dealing with, for her man to need to go to work, and he's supposed to sneak in and clean up the mess. He's okay with that. But niggas are nasty. This knowledge is too high for a fool. This is the highest level knowledge. The Lord said, because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no precept for me. So the Lord don't want your average Jake, your average Hispanic, okay, to come into this. They're on the lowest level. They're Lord and Esau.
It said, stand therefore having your Lord girt without the truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. That's clearly it says, the God took the shield of faith. It was the shield. The shield is a what? Protection. You know? And it says right that you able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. What is the fiery darts of the wicked? Right aside. See, that's one of the fiery darts. You know? But you don't believe, so you got power, victory. You don't trust in the Lord, you don't power victory. You know what I'm saying? You don't have faith, you don't power victory. But it's fiery dark. They're gonna be shot at you, they're gonna come up. You know, you saw him work out a nice note. 400 yards back.
Yeah, the scripture saying that they see a secret of it, that they'll bring the war of the poor.
Yeah.
Because all these fiery darts are being shot in the secret.
The martial arts side. It's another fiery dot. See that? That's another fiery dot right there. But without faith, guess what? You're going to fall victim to it. You're going to let this override your judgment. You're going to get emotional. You know what I'm talking about? You're going to go out like Esau with a bang and get destroyed. But you got faith and you believe and you know what this is about. You know that the so-called white man is selling the green out on the earth. And what you gotta do is pray and hope the Lord keep you out of the way. See that? That's another fiery dot. Guess what? With faith, with their shield, guess what? You're able to what? Trace. Oh, you can't get me with that. Alright? Because the trace can. You see? You can't get me with that. You know? My faith is on 10. I trust in the Lord, so whatever you put me in, guess what? I'm still gonna believe in how about you gonna come. Whatever you do to me, I'm still gonna trust in the Lord. That's a fiery dot, but through faith, you'll be able to push that fiery dot. This man, if you can come and sit out your right in front of you, what you gonna do? You know, right for the front of you, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You seeing this. What you gonna do? See that? You gotta trust in the Lord, it ain't true. You know? You gotta pray, but through faith, you know we have to pray. But wait. He said it's impossible without faith.
Faith in Jesus, they go happen.
Hey, that's why it's important to have that name. You know who to call upon in that time of trouble. You got certain Israelites who say that even pushing it. Most high Christ bless. You think that's gonna help you, man? You got guns pointed to your head, man. You know?
Was that Isaiah 60, you have to prepare a table for that. These leaders are preparing Jake to be slaughtered, like IUIC. The leadership of IUIC, well, there's only one leader, and that's the zombie master, the Bishop Nathaniel. The Bishop, zombie master, Nathaniel. He's telling Jake to call on God and Christ. Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
That's like a nigga giving you a fake number. Yeah, Charles, man. 1-800-411 pain. I got you. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Call them motherfuckers. Nobody answers this shit.
And you can blow it up. You know, you blow up a number and then finally, pick up. You're going to blow up this number and nobody going to pick up. Well, Proverbs the first chapter. They shall call on me and I will not answer. You know? Stop accepting calls, you know. So the doors were fixed, you know?
And it says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. So it's his word. See that? Remember, Proverbs 35 says, every word of the Most High is what is good. But here's a shield unto them that put their trust in him. So, what we gotta have? We gotta have the word. Where's the knowledge of the word of that kind? You know? So the faith, just what we able to wait against the power of God. But through the word, we have to be able to become the seed of salvation. What you got, man?
What's so crazy? Nigga looking at us now. Nigga, what's next to you? Nigga, look at good. Nigga about to sound. Nigga about to sound.
That's a transformer.
It's really deceiving, man. I don't know what to say.
This brother promised because the Lord said that God will not wake up and like, Lord.
It's all gonna go out. Yeah, light. It's gonna go out by fire. Like minute. You know, because that was the same shit that was going on back then, is going on now. That's another reason why this shit back in Revelation chapter 3. And you just get like, big nigga, man. So it's a tall, 6'4", 6'5" nigga that's dunking on somebody fucking winning touchdown. You know? Nigga in the gym to be in 400. He was fucking flaming.
Bundle with sticks.
You know? Doing the unthinkable. But hey, they were created for that purpose. As crazy as it may seem. The Lord gave them up to that reprobate spirit. There's a lot of it. A lot of it. One too many. Hey, bro, when I was in bro, you should see Atlanta. I already know that. Bro, Atlanta. That shit great.
Hey, bro, I was at a game. I was at a game, man. You was there. Man, they put a transformer on the fucking Megatron, bro. Nigga had a shot over here. Man, like you said, this motherfucker like he could be blocking. Like, what the fuck was this? On the screen. I was like, man, this shit wild.
I would say Atlanta more wilder than San Francisco. Because in San Francisco, there's a lot of other nations, but there's a lot like nigga package out there. Nigga born. And they like, you have an Edomite in a business suit, he'll be a sodomite. But he ain't like flaming. You know what I mean? They flaming.
He wearing a size 16. He got the salon.
That bitch had a size. That nigga had a size. Big in there, change. You have somebody. Go ahead. There you go.
Yeah. Isaiah 31. This is Isaiah 31 verse 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not to the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, how about sin outside. Yeah, so hey, you got a lot of Jake, man, that hey, they gonna trust in this society when all hell breaks through. This shit collapses. So with brothers been speaking on, hey, they gonna go right back to what they know. They gonna use the same moves as going to East Side even for help. You know? They don't know anything else. That's what they've been trained to do. You know?
They have established America as their home. This is a place where they believe that them and their great grandchildren are going to be here in America. This is the one of the greatest places on planet Earth. I'm going to establish my legacy here in America. I'm going to pass down what I got to my family, my children. They can do the same thing over and over and over. So they have in their mind, this is it. So when we come here and we talk about a kingdom, we ain't trying to hear about no kingdom. They're trying to set their kingdom up right now.
They
Okay?
living 20, 30 years down the line.
And that's the mind of wicked Israelites. Okay? What you got? You didn't have to read Isaiah 1.
This is Isaiah 1, verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know.
Yeah, the Israelites. You ask one of these average so-called black men, or in today's now, you ask them, I know that, brother. I've been knowing that. But it doesn't show. You just know. You just heard. You don't really believe it. The Most High requires you to believe. You know, you have not acted upon it. You know that you're an Israelite. All right, Jake just think, all right, we're Israelite. What does that mean now?
I got a friend brother.
Well, how's that going to take care of you? That's how Jake thinks. How's that going to give me a job? How's that going to help me in my everyday life?
Yeah,
You know, that's how they think.
yeah.
Right? They don't really grasp and understand what this truth is really about. And then you got people that are in the truth that don't really know what this is about. Okay? So the ox and the ass was the creatures, stubborn creatures of labor. They know who their master is. They know where their crib is. Okay, they know who their person is protecting the needs and provides for them. Okay, go ahead.
It says, but Israel do not know.
These people down here, Israel, they don't know. So they're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They're destroyed for not knowing. Okay? But then again, read.
It says, my people do not consider.
And then they don't even consider it. Right? Parents were telling them, and they're like, Jake will actually say, I ain't no Israelite. We ain't the people. We Gentiles. What they got to do with anything? So what if we were the people? We got to think about moving forward. Well, yeah. That's their spirit. They don't even consider the things that the scriptures say. They ain't trying to hear about the person. They ain't trying to hear about coming back to the Most High. They ain't trying to hear about doing good. Well, John the 3rd chapter. Men love darkness rather than the light. They will not come to the light because of deeds of evil. Mistaken paraphrase. Okay? So they ain't trying to get right now. And you know what? That's okay. Because you have to have a large amount of Israelites that will be destroyed in this time. That's more proof than what we were saying is true. Okay? So look at Jake walking around here, man. They gotta get taken out. They can't take it on no chariot. They Lord gotta take it down. They actually look degenerate. If you gotta look at them, they look degenerate, lost. They get through. They gotta come back in the kingdom. You know? Finish. The curse. And then the curse say the Lord smite the knees. You know? On inflammation. Okay? That's one of the first inflammation. Okay? That's the circulation is off. Bad kidneys. Bad kidneys, bad lymphatic, bad kidneys, bad lymphatic, bad diet, highly acidic. You will have to go on parsley. You got parsley meat. You got dandelion. Start flushing out. It's not gonna go by. I was on parsley, dandelion. I was getting celery juice. Okay, you gotta take juniper, corn silk. I mean, shit. Hot. I mean, it's a lot of things. Bad. But a guy like that, you know, he can't go a day without a meal, an hour without a meal. And that's nothing but congestion. I mean, his blood, the blood, his system is not flowing correctly. It's all being held down in those legs. Bad circulation. And that's a curse. The Lord smited his ass. And just guess what? The only reason why he's actually alive is because Esau is keeping him alive with his one ear. Because when the medical system breaks down, you're not going to have those interventions to keep you alive. So a lot of people die because they don't have the proper medical attention. And all your medication, when you make your medication, what comes from? China.
China.
all the medication that you take here in America, it gets imported. We're trying to get it. So anytime you go to war with these people, they're going to cut you off medically. Like you had out there in California, you had that oil refining. Oil refining in Secunda, California. I believe it's called Secunda. Right? City. June 2nd. Right? So now we're going to make look it up. Look it up. Who makes medication? Okay, that shit gets imported. If you had an oil refinery that blew up, okay, that refined over 20% of, if not California, United States oil. That looks like an act of war. Before you go to war with a nation, you start to destroy the infrastructure. You start to target the power plants. You start to target their oil refineries. You start to target their centers. Okay? You start to target the railroads, the docks, the ports, okay, the hospitals, right? Is that not what's going on? So America's under siege. Okay? And America's saying, look, we're in a time of war. You don't just say that, how can you say that? Yep. And now people start paying out and saying, look, this is the Department of War. The gate is walking up and down. That's why we opened up. It's first Thessalonians 2.
It's China.
What did you say? What did you ask?
I asked, we making medication for United States.
And what did it say?
It said European nations,
Okay.
China and India being significant suppliers.
Right, it's really China and India
Yeah.
that's making all the medication that's getting imported to the United States.
What would say?
That are the significant suppliers. So you might have some in Europe that, but really it all goes from China and India. They take all the medication and they ship it over here. $50. This is why you can go on certain websites and get the generic for a lot less. Because you get it straight from the supplier. But it has to come overseas. Okay? The more we ain't just coming out of our ass. And see, that's going to be a stark reality for the American people when that comes upon themselves. The American person don't know shit. So all they know is football, baseball, basketball, hockey, circus, Bud Light, we fought last week, MMA, boxing, celebrity gossip. The Diddy, I bet you guys see these niggas about the Diddy case, they'll let you know what's the latest information on the Diddy case. They'll let you know that. But if you ask them about who takes them, whatever. You know, clubs out here in Memphis, where that shit is. They got holes in it. Or the new Spice Rub. That's Jake's mom, you know?
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Kakadash. Shalom. Shalom.